Welcome back to the Momentum Sports Podcast. Derek, today we are going to talk about Quinn Ewers and Arch Manning. Is there possibly a QB battle happening in Austin, Texas?
No, there is no QB battle happening in Austin, Texas, because you know why? Sarkisian came out and said it. He doesn't want to mess up the chemistry in doing a QB battle. He wants this straight. It wants his eye to wins, wins, wins. Don't mess up any chemistry. Yes, Urs is out. He had to bring somebody in, but he didn't
Yep.
want that in the beginning. But you gotta do what you gotta do. The team knew that, so it didn't mess up anything. All it did was say, "Okay, we
Yep.
understand the situation. We gotta fix this situation." Now Ewers is back. He is king. He is going to win this thing. He's going to win the national title. Arch Manning's going to learn a lot. It's going to pay off for next year. He will probably be the front runner for the Heisman. He will bring a whole different dynamic next year. The run, I mean, the guy's fast. So yeah, I see Urs going playing all the way through because Urs right now is in line to getting picked up in the top five, top six, top seven in the NFL draft. So yeah.
Okay. So how big? I've got two questions for you. Derek's our Texas fan on the show, so he's pretty well read on a lot of this. But how big is the leash for Quinn Ewers whenever it comes to turnovers in a game before he'll get yanked?
Um, it's pretty big. Unless they lose a game, he's not getting taken out. And it depends how bad how bad it was it his fault that they lost?
Yeah.
Uh, did he score a lot of points? That's another thing, but that's the only reason I can see with the loss. But Urs went to the playoffs. He was the
Yeah.
guy last year. Why would you mess it up? So yeah, no.
Well, the reason I asked is just because I know in the OU game there were some people trying to say put Arch in. I think that there were crowd chants yelling, "We want Arch," things like that. Um, what was your take on that? Do you think that it's a good thing that Arch was not put in? Do you think that Ewers should have a long leash? Do you think Ewers is the best chance to win these games? Now, you did say Ewers did make it to the playoffs last year. He didn't win. So,
Well, you gotta understand, they both have a great chance to win the Natty.
yeah,
A
but who do
lot of
you
people think.
think gives them the best chance?
I mean, I really think ours, but I don't think it's going to happen because
Mm,
Ewers has the experience, and why mess up that and put
but
somebody else who hasn't really played a big time team yet
right.
and
But if
put them in?
why do you think that Arch would be the best chance to win?
Well, Arch, he has the run game that Ewers doesn't. He has
Mm,
a more accurate deep ball than Ewers doesn't. But that doesn't matter when you have chemistry. I'm not saying that Arch doesn't have chemistry with this team. I just think Ewers has more
mm.
chemistry. And those people who were chanting bring Arch in, they don't know crap what they're talking about. You know what? You gotta understand going in this game. You knew Ewers was coming out of game form. You knew he's gonna have to get back in game form. You see this during Georgia, then you might want to start questioning things, but I still win.
Yeah,
If they beat Georgia, that's a win against a really good program.
right.
So so you beat Georgia, don't take them out because if they beat Georgia, they're going to beat the rest of everything's just going to fall in their lap. It's going to be a domino effect of win, 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 win.
All right. Well, we'll see what happens. Um
Mm.
I guess one more point on that is you did to me it's interesting that you say if it were you would think that Arch would be the best chance to win. if you were in Sark's place, how long of a leash would you suggest Sark? Like how long of a leash would you suggest Ewers get? 2 turnovers, 3 turnovers, 1 turnover. I know one would be ridiculous, but what kind of
And,
things what would you do to be like, you know what, we're from here on out, Arch is going to be the guy that we want starting.
well, if he continues to overthrow receivers like he did last game and he did one game before, yeah, I'm gonna see that's a problem, especially if he does it twice. But he hasn't done it twice. But if it's
Yeah,
like he throws an interception, and then another interception happens because the receiver didn't catch the ball and tips up in the air, that's not Arch's fault. That's the
yeah,
receiver's fault. So it depends on the scenario because the same thing could apply with Arch. Arch could have thrown and got tipped up, and there's nothing you can do about it. But I mean, I've seen Arch actually eye receivers too in certain games as well. And I was like sitting there in the game, I was like, "Quit eyeing at your target, man. Look around, then throw it to him." But that's where the experience comes.
yeah.
He'll learn. So yeah.
Okay. And one last thing. This was this was the one I was trying to remember. Um, but next year, Ewers, let's say this year, Ewers makes it all the way through, finishes the season. I don't know the outcome. Let's just say that it's pretty good. It's either a drive in the playoffs or a national championship game. What happens if Ewers decides to come back for one more year?
That'd be the worst thing he ever did.
Do
Because
you
I
think
promise you
that he
this,
would
Arch will be
transfer?
starting.
Do you think that he would get benched? Do you think he would start? What do you think would happen?
I think he wouldn't start. I think they're gonna tell him. They're gonna say, "Go to the draft. You're a top 10 pick. Why would you jeopardize this?"
Yep.
And letting you know
Yep.
this, Arch is starting. Behind the scenes, I would say, let you know,
Mhm.
Arch is starting. You are ready. Go.
Yep.
There are teams that want you. You're going to get more money in the NFL than you are going to be here. You had your
Yep.
time. Don't mess it up.
All right. Well, I think that's going to conclude this segment. Thank you guys for watching. Please hit a thumbs up on the video. It really does help us get our content out there to more viewers. Hit the subscribe button as well. And if you want to get notified when we drop a video, hit the notification bell. But again, if you do not want the notifications, hitting the subscribe button does not give you notifications. It will just suggest our content and help push it out and tell YouTube that we're having some good conversations here at the the Momentum Sports podcast. And also, please comment down below. Let us know what you think of Arch Manning and Quinn Ewers in that battle. Do you think that Quinn Ewers is going to make it all the way through? Do you think Arch comes in early? Do you think Quinn gets drafted? Or do you think Quinn has to come back and transfer? What do you think happens? Let us know down below. Thanks for watching, guys.